Bud Light. On the Bud Lights. Mr. Bud Light. Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light. That's rolling? Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light.
Focus here.
Bud Light. I'm putting on this pillow for noise
Aye.
reduction.
I was going to rest my cock, but probably squish down.
Mind the sticks, lad. What the fuck's that?
Closer. No, not closer. Try it on, try.
Rolling? Yeah. Just wait till Aaron stops crunching this fucking sweet.
Inhaled.
What the fuck is happening, people? Welcome to the General Banter podcast, coming at you live from Austin, Massachusetts. Austin, Texas. Keep Austin gay. Fucking whatever other fucking bullshit they say around here. What day are we on here? Third day?
Third day, yeah.
Third day. You were here for how many days before us? One? Two. You got to know the place a little bit. We've arrived. We've had a lovely time so far.
Yeah.
Do we talk about our day today before we start to go back and reminisce?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you landed what time? Late on the Tuesday?
First of all, it's been an insane week for comedy.
Yeah.
You know, we had the Paddy's Day gig in Lavery's. We had Kevin Hart dropping in there.
Mental.
You know, and then fucking jump forward a couple of days. We're flying to goddamn Austin. Me and Niall. It's a different bit of drama. We'll talk about that in a second. And we get in, and you've harassed some people at the Vulcan Gas Company, and all of a sudden, like, off the plane, in the shower, couple of beers, and we're standing in a bar watching Joe Rogan like 10 minutes later.
Yeah. I want to show the boys a good first night. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
It was fantastic. I've actually saved talking to you about Kevin Hart just for the podcast, but I want the full sort of detailed, like, what exactly went down.
Okay, do you want me to start with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously it was kept secret for quite some time. And what happened was I was gigging in Daly's in Oma, and I got a phone call from the management, you know, and he was like, do you have room to put on like a high profile guest on Friday? And I was like, listen, it's got all the big hitters on it. Mickey, Paddy, who else was on? Dave, Woodsy, Kieran was supposed to be on, he got the Cove. I was like, it better be a good guest if I'm giving them an hour. And he's like, Kevin Hart's in town filming. And I had to go in and do a gig in Daly's after that. I was shaking, man. I was shooketh.
How the fuck did you go on stage after getting that news?
It's me, baby. You know what I mean?
Profesh.
Ripped it up.
Alright. No, that's unreal.
It was, and you know, I was supposed to keep it to myself, but I had to tell Connor Keegs because I was gonna fucking faint.
Yeah.
If I didn't tell somebody. And even then, I was like, I'll see it, or I'll believe it when I see it. You know. It was good news, but I was like, we'll see what happens. And then obviously kept it to myself, and then told you because I knew you were going to be out of the country, and that's where that little clip came from on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where you were like, fucking, you're pulling my washer.
I couldn't get over it. If you'd have given me like 20 guesses, I wouldn't have guessed Kevin Hart.
Because it's so mental.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
It's absolutely like, when you say like high profile, you're like, who's the biggest comedian in the world?
Yeah.
You know, living?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
There's no bigger, like.
And that's it. And then, you know, obviously it was like a fucking presidential visit. You know, all the agents come in, the Lavery's, and they were like, right, I know you run this club, but fuck off. We'll
MI5 level shite, was it?
We'll take over from here.
Oh.
They basically had like Shine come in with their own security guards. Lavery's had their own security guards, and then Kev come in with fucking his security guards. So there's like fucking as many security people as there was crowd members.
Yeah.
It was nuts, like.
Yeah, that's kind of expected though.
And you sort of feel weird, like you're like, can I even look these motherfuckers in the eye? Like?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it even sounds like whenever you see the headlines and all for it, you're like, that's fucking mental shit. Like, it's like Lewis Hamilton coming down and doing a couple of test laps in Cookstown. You know, you just be like, what the fuck even is reality right now?
Yeah, but even that's so, it's insane. There's so many other, there's a million comparisons, like,
Yeah.
you know, Cristiano Ronaldo turn up at fucking Valley Leisure Centre.
For a 5-a-side game.
Play 5-a-side with you.
Mental.
Nuts. But even that seems, that's like still fucking about for a professional person. Kevin Hart was actually coming down doing a spot.
Yeah.
So it's like, it'd be more like fucking Cristiano Ronaldo, starting for like your local football team.
Mountjoy United.
Mountjoy United.
On ahead, boys.
When they're playing some other fucking fellas.
Darkview.
Who?
Darkview United.
Anyway, we're half chinned anyway. Is the main news. Niles is over there wanking behind the camera. And,
half chinned and sleepy.
Half chinned and sleepy. The boys have just been on a cycle of fucking naps and pints.
It hasn't stopped, like.
But that's the fucking the joy of being on the wee quiet lads holiday.
Oh, it's lovely.
You can go and fucking throw a few tins into you.
But the funny thing is, it's like, it's not like mental, like, you two are two happily taken men, and I'm sure at some point your girlfriend's like, wonder what he's up to right now, and if they knew, they'd probably be like, what, is that it?
No, I don't think so.
That's all that's in him.
I think I could tell Maureen, like, I'm gonna go to, like, Miami and hit the strip clubs, and she'd be like, have a lovely time. And just go back to like watching TV. She wouldn't be like, oh, this guy's out there hurring and tearing.
Yeah.
She'd be like, you enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
I know you'll just be thinking about burgers the whole time. Fur burgers, am I right, ladies? So we got in first night down the street here, and fucking Joe Rogan pops up. Great set.
Fantastic set. It'll be a great hour whenever it's released.
Who's seen Joe Rogan and fucking Kevin Hart in 1 week?
I know.
Crazy.
I know, that's insane.
Crazy times. We've had some amazing food here already as well.
Yeah. I'm currently recovering from what we just had, which was these fucking amazing tacos. At this wee and then opposite, like literally if I ever come back here, I'll make a point of bringing someone there. It's this wee fucking like bar across the street, and it's literally just all Mexicans in it.
Yeah.
And you walk in and you're like, oh fuck, right, okay, not in Tyrone now.
Yeah.
And first thing I got for you boys was the Ar-modelo, which is just the Modelo.
Yeah.
With a bit of lime juice and Tabasco sauce on top of it.
Oh, it's a strange sensation.
Yeah. It'll wake you up.
Oh, fuck.
My fucking lips are still dancing. But it's good gear.
You get all the emotions in one go. You're like, what the fuck? And yes, again. Get it out of my mouth. Tabasco to you might as well be battery acid. You're you can't even deal. You can't deal with it.
I can't even
deal, babes. I can't even fucking deal with this. So I can't.
But it's such a rare setup, like, and you take it, you're like, this is actually pretty good shit, like.
It's good. Austin is wild.
Yeah. It is weird.
I'll
give it that.
Keep Austin weird. It's a
fucking rare chance, Steve.
It's a shithole, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
well, where we are, like, we're in, for anybody who's actually been, we are literally slap bang in the middle of, as the locals call it, the dirty sixth.
The dirty sixth.
Which should be called the pishy sixth, because all you smell is pish and reefer at every corner.
Yeah, and like, not to get political for a second, but there's a lot of homeless, mentally ill people.
Yeah. That's way too political from you.
What?
That's way very political.
You're walking past, like that woman that was like repeatedly counting like $3 bills.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Like the other day we walked past her again and she's on the floor with her cacks down.
Yeah.
And you have to walk along being like, look at the buildings.
Yeah, it eventually becomes like a character in like a TV show. You're like, there's fucking Geraldine again, cacks down, having a great time, pissing on the street.
If her name was Geraldine, I'd absolutely love that.
Gushing Geraldine, she's away again.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's like one of those dusty, like hot towns where like, people boke on the street and piss and all, and it just never rains really.
Yeah, I walked down, like there was one night I kind of stayed out a wee bit and then came back here and met yous, and like there was just little like fucking boke circles everywhere. Like you're walking down and it's like fucking, there's like 6 of them in like the distance of 2 streets. It's mental. Like people just treat this place like a fucking shithole. Like if I was someone that lived here, I'd hate this area.
Yeah, they probably just don't come near here though.
Yeah,
do they? Just full of fucking. Although it's it's a weird sensation walking up that 6th Street when like all the bands are playing.
Yeah.
At night, and it just blends into one noise. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, all the American bros getting very excited.
Oh yeah.
There's
I look
something
exactly like an American bro, so I'm gonna have to like figure out how to switch the fucking look up a wee bit.
There's something endearing about them though. Like I prefer a group of American lads to like a group of English lads. Do you know what I mean?
Like in an orgy?
Yeah, absolutely. Better customer service and hospitality. The American fellas.
Yeah, the dudes they all just get their fucking like their mesh cap on and their t-shirt that says like whatever football team they support.
Yeah.
Long shorts, pair of K-Swiss.
Yeah.
And they just love fucking. They just can't handle any excitement. Dude, I bought a shot, dude. Everyone get your camera phones out. I took a shot, dude.
I've never been in a city where I've heard the sentence more often. Listen, man, I don't know where you stand politically, but and they just say the maddest shit you've ever heard in your life. If I'm in the privacy of my own home and I want to sing a Kendrick Lamar song, I should be allowed to say it.
I'm an eighth black. I can drop the ninja word. I know a black guy, so I can sing all of "Fuck the Police."
Yeah. I just want to sing "Still Dre" to my wife. That's it.
What a weird time. We had fucking major stress getting on that plane.
Now you boys had a bit of a fucking
nightmare.
But a hassle.
I'll never let it happen to me again. Tell you that.
What was the plane food like though? What did you get?
Fucking sparse. You know, it was okay. They gave me like a chicken pie.
It's not too shabby.
Which was like cabbage. It was like cat vomit with fucking a crusty bit on it. But the problem was, the plane went from Belfast to Heathrow, and then it sat on the fucking tarmac for another hour, and people were shaking their heads. That's just a fucking disgrace. And then by the time we got off the plane, it was like fucking. We had no time at all to get on the other plane, and I was I was gonna go buy fucking waters and juices and snacks and a sandwich maybe, and we ended up just getting on the BA flight to Austin, and I had to wait in the thimbles of water coming around.
Aye.
I'll not make that mistake on my back.
Nah.
2 kilos of gushers and a Cliff Bar.
You're set. you love no popping ears anyway? Sucking on them things?
Just sucking the gushers the whole way home.
What is that old wives' tale where it's like if you got in a plane, I remember when I was away and I get in the plane, my ears would pop and I go fucking mental. And your old dog just give you a sweet and be like, sucking that there for about 45 minutes, will you? Fuck you up.
Yeah, there's something about going like,
Aye.
it's supposed to unpop your... But people don't seem to panic about it that much anymore. It used to be a big deal. People would be like, your ears are going to fucking explode and splatter blood up the side of the wall here.
No.
And now you just don't give a fuck. You're like, oh, Jumanji's playing.
My only thing is after I get off plane, I'm like, fuck, I actually need to go to a chiropractor. You're just like, your back's in tatters and your neck's fucked and...
You're so uncomfortable. Like, and I've been on flights before where there's been a bit of room in like the middle section, and you can just stand there and do a couple of squats and stretch your hamstrings.
Aye.
But there wasn't a lot of room in this plane. Just sitting there.
You take a yate in the plane, did you?
Take a shit in the plane? No, I didn't.
I always try and take a yate in the plane.
I didn't have it. No, there wasn't enough. I barely had room to pull my dick out in this plane. I had to take my dick out in the gangway and then go in. It was so It was so goddamn tight in there. It was like fucking.
Just pull it over your boxers and then shimmy it with your fucking jeans after.
Yeah, I would have to like open the door, walk in, pish, and then walk backwards out of it. There was no turning, like. That fucking flush.
I got fucking turkey meatballs in my flight, and they were soaking, but they were actually quite nice. You know, I was soaking turkey
Why
meatballs.
did I just feel nauseous when you said that?
Welcome to the land of the free.
Turkey meatballs?
Aye.
We're in IKEA.
No, a lot of thin air.
Thin air. Who'd you fly down with?
That was literally the name of the
Thin
organization.
air?
Yeah,
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were joking. Fuck's sake.
Finish air.
Niall's loading up the vape over there.
Oh, why?
I've known you now for a while, and then we get the Austin, like, you got the, vape master over here doing tricks, and you're smoking binds like a champion.
Aye. Just a holiday smoker, not even a social smoker, just
What would your
strictly
ma
for the
say about
holidays.
that?
Oh, Rebecca McCann would hate it, but she knows it's just, he's on his holidays,
Well, if you're listening to this, Ray, he smokes like a retard, so I don't think any of it's going in.
Yeah.
And then he fucks half it on the street, like he's in an action movie.
I just puff it, I don't even inhale it. Just
and then just lob it.
Yeah.
Lob it behind you into some woman's hair.
Yeah. It was dirty sick, so fucking,
36, and you pish, like you pish on it.
You could fling a shite in there, nobody'd bat an eyelid over here, like.
No. Dude, you playing Chuck the Turd?
Oh yeah, shit frisbee, man.
Oh yeah, welcome to Frisbee Shits. $2 shots, happy hour.
Yeah, American bros are exciting to watch now. I love watching them play beer pong, get all hyped up.
Oh yeah, you could hear them down the hall here, go fucking bananas.
Yeah,
dude, I'm 40.
Yeah, it's the ultimate like weekend from the wives away hang with them, where they just really fucking go balls to the walls for.
And then they also had a bunch of sort of milfy chicks out during the day.
Oh, why? The Bronco Bull?
Yeah.
There's nothing more idle than going to the fucking Bronco Bull at 4 o'clock in the day.
I know.
A couple of G&Ts in you.
We're getting wild, guys. We're wild.
Taking a fucking Snapchat of Janice in the Bronco.
Janice, hands in, guys. We're going wild. On the count of 3.
That's so hot.
I've stained my white jeans. Fuck's sake, dude.
But
This is
yeah.
exactly the type of I'll mess with, just fucking gobble you off in the toilets for the crack.
Oh, aye.
My husband's golfing. It's the dirty 6th. Put your nuts on my chin.
Oh, fuck. What's been your favourite part of the trip so far?
Today was lovely, you know.
Yeah.
We had a bit of drama because the toilet was blocked.
Yeah.
And thankfully just, I think, with toilet paper. No one...
Well, I know I've been laying down some horseshoes in there. Like.
Some chocolate pythons. Oh, I feel so sick now. But yeah,
I like to think it's toilet roll though.
no, it is toilet roll because you know the shit will be coming back out. Let's face it.
Yeah.
And of course, we went to use the plunger. Plunger's broke, so we went on a fucking quest this morning to Target.
Yeah. Which is just Young Tesco.
But yeah, it is. I bought a plunger that I could have bought the shy one, but in typical Colin fashion, I was like, this one's shiny, has brushed steel on it.
You seem kind of underwhelmed in Target today. I don't know what you were kind of expecting.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't even as good as a Tesco's.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking Lidl.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even as good as a Lidl because you couldn't buy any like weird items in the middle. It was alright. It was just a fucking shop, like. But yeah, we got the toilet, the plunger thing came back. Shit's a go.
Yeah. I'd say you had like 4 fucking pumps in it and it was gone.
Yeah.
Handy man, like.
Oh yeah. If I didn't step up, you used to be shiting in the sink.
Yeah.
Used to be shiting in the sink till Tuesday. You know.
Me and Niall going to a bar for a shite and a vape.
You pretend to half smoke a fag just so you can tear it on their floor.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting in a lot of work into the toilets around here either. You'll open a door and there'll just be like fucking a toilet like at a weird angle in the middle of the floor.
Yeah. Oh, it's very weird. Public toilets in general out here are very weird.
Very strange. You've gigged here? What were your gigs like the other night?
Really good. Really good crack. That's the thing. It's like people back home be like, you gig in America is... Do they get you? Like I'm not up talking about fucking cold rain, like.
Yeah.
A little bit more universal.
In Lurgan.
Standing O.
Am I right, Austin, Massachusetts?
I mean, you say that, and I went to see Colin Turrell in New York before I came here, and fucking killer comedian, great host, and he was on, and he was like literally made like a prod joke, and it killed, and I was like, what the fuck kind of alternative upside down reality is this?
What did he say?
I can't even remember now, but it was literally like St. Patrick's Day, so he was just like, oh, who's from where, and this guy said something. And he was like, oh, Protestant. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. And like, placed my mantle for it.
Well, and that was on St. Paddy's Day?
Day after.
Actually, it'd be full of fucking micks anyway.
You dumb Mick.
You dumb mick with a head on. We were walking through, what was that area? South Congress.
Yeah.
And there was dudes handing out leaflets for a comedy show. And they're like, hey man, you want to go to a comedy show? And you want to hear a free joke? And we were like, aye. And then the key sort of was like, oh shit, no one said yes yet.
Yeah.
And then he goes, where are you guys from? Like, Ireland. And he goes, oh, I can't say that. And I was like, go ahead, see what happens, you wee fucking cheeky bastard. And then the other dude stepped in and he tried to make a joke, and it was so bad then. It was so bad.
Yeah. They're following a racist joke out
Oh,
here.
very
you know what I
racist.
mean?
Me and Niall went to a show there and it was fucking -12 in the room. And another thing we learned, they put the aircon on real high.
They blast it.
Now I was slipping in out of consciousness. Had to get him a fucking silver blanket.
Get the vape quick. Start.
Man's got frostbite in his toes.
Man needs mantle.
But yeah, a lot of racist stuff.
A lot of racist stuff, and like it seems to fly all right.
I mean, for a town that's almost fully Mexican, they make a lot of they talk about Mexicans like, these fucking Mexicans are everywhere.
Yeah.
The town is Mexican, from what I gather.
Yeah. And far better crack. I'll say that. The Mexicans.
Oh, yeah,
today.
for sure.
Best day of the whole trip.
Yeah, they know how to live. Like they just do a wee bit of work and then head into the pub of a Saturday.
There's something very satisfying about just watching that table of oil boys that was giving Niall the finger with his camera.
Now had the big camera out and they're like, fuck you.
Aye. And just watch them, you're like, oh, that's the life there, Fucking go on, do a shift, go on, have a few Bud Lights for the boys.
Oh,
Slam that and head home.
incredible. I feel sick now, but I don't know whether that's just day drinking or dehydration.
Yeah, I'd say it's a combination of both.
Yeah. I've had a great day.
Yeah, today's
You
been
know,
fantastic.
You know, there's something about like being up in this neck of the woods where you go to the bars and you're full of fucking just white devils, you know.
Yeah.
And then you go down to the wee Mexican area and you're like, this is more like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me and you used to see him, kid. Do you like boxing?
Going off the straight path, that's the best shit.
Going off the stray path?
Nah.
Straying off the path?
Nah, staying.
Straying?
Fucking straight right now. Fucking. Half count.
We're gigging tonight.
We are indeed.
You managed to wangle that one. See how that goes.
That'll be grand, sir.
You know, writing all my wee jokes down the page there. Do they have trans people over here?
I know. 7 minutes. Pure flames.
I don't know if I have 7 minutes, to be honest. That was one of the high pressure bits of gigging with Kevin Hart. We're told very specific stage times. Gotta do 10. Gotta do 10. You gotta bring them on. In fact, in the Limelight gig, whenever Shane finished, they told me there was 1 minute and 10 seconds for him to walk down the stairs. So Shane come off and I had to be like, tap dance for a minute.
Holy fuck.
Wild.
Yeah. I'm sure they get very fucking specific when it comes to that, like.
Oh yeah. And they just, they kept moving the goalposts a wee bit. It was like, someone do 5, someone do 10, someone do 5, someone do 3, something, like it was all over the place.
Do you don't know where the fuck?
Huh?
Well, over the fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially in Lavery's. It's my club, lad, I'll do what I want. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
No, the Kevin Hart thing, I still can't really. I mean, I wasn't there for it, so I just got to see it sort of on the timeline, but I still can't even really properly comprehend it happened.
Ugh. It was nuts though, and it was sort of like, it was done in such, obviously you're not going to hang about with Kevin Hart, like, he's like, I'm not hanging around with these local.
Will there be more, do you think, of them gigs? Because he's filming for like 4 months.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I would say so.
That's good shit.
But obviously I'm not in the loop, and they're very last minute. You know, someone will be like, it's happening tomorrow if you want to be involved.
Well, that's what happened with he did Up the Creek in London, and I was chatting to a few boys that were kind of in the club that night, and they were saying it was very like, this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Make it work, essentially.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Make it
Which must be
happen.
a wild fucking position to be in. Just be like, yep, I'm coming around here, sort it out, get the kettle on.
Well, you literally have to turn around to like the rest of your lineup and be like, yous aren't on.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it happens. It's very common in the States for that to happen, where it's like, you know, if you're doing a gig and like, you know, say you're at the fucking Comedy Cellar in New York, there's always a chance that Bill Burr, fucking Chris Rock, they'll just like pop in, and that's you. Then you don't get your stage time, like.
Yeah.
Which is just the way it is. But everyone kind of accepts it.
I wonder what the sort of takeover is. Like, what's the moment where you can bump people?
I would feel like I wouldn't care what stage I was at. I'd feel like an ignorant bastard.
I'm so sorry. Maybe you just slide them a bit of dough, do you?
I would feel like rare at all. You know?
Yeah, you fucking ill-reared bastard, Chris Rock. We're raising in you.
Who raised that fucking Chris Rock here? No wonder everyone fucking hates Chris.
Bumping bumper cars, let's go.
Oh, fuck.
If I had to describe Austin in one word, I would say loud.
Yeah.
It's fucking loud, man. You're standing right in the middle of the heat here.
Yeah. It's loud. It's warm.
I gotta be honest. This is what happens when you drink fucking pints in the daytime.
Yeah, I'm delirious right now.
I'm out of my mind. It's a good thing about this podcast is we can pick it up and leave it, you know.
Yeah.
We could do half today, do half tomorrow.
Yeah. That'd be down fat.
Down for that. You don't sleep with the homeless guys, just, you know, battle rapping each other and then fighting. I went through the house today, man. Two boys beating the shit out of each other earlier.
That's a good thing to wake up to. You know what I mean?
One guy's casually washing his feet under a tap, and the other two guys are punching the fuck out of each other. And one guy had a Zimmer, and I had a wank on the balcony. You could. No one with bad an eyelid.
Oh, have you wanked on the balcony? Not a bar. Yeah, it's a dirty six, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, go. You get him, bro.
Guys in bucket hats fucking pulling the wire themselves. That's what happens. You know?
Pulling the wire themselves. I need a shit right now. Just thinking about it.
Yeah. It's just such a fucking strange. It is so weird to be like, you know, whenever you go to anywhere on holidays and they're like, yeah, this is the kind of rowdy area, but to stay in it is a whole different thing. Because if you're like in Ibiza or somewhere like that, you know, you go to all the kind of rowdy like wee strips and all, but you're just there and then you fucking get loaded and go back to your hotel where there's like we get to see it during the day,
Yeah.
and just the fucking kind of sadness of it during the day.
Yeah, it's quite sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like you see people getting a lot of sleep during the day because there's probably not a lot of sleeping done at night.
Yeah.
You know, but you'll see dudes on a bench there, just chilling.
Is there a bit of commotion going on right now, is there, actually?
I mean, that's non-stop in this corner. It's a hot corner. You know? You want to buy some crack down there?
Aye.
Crack some gear. We've just been eating like fucking psychopaths, really.
Yeah.
It's been good times. Oh, bit of bad. That's the other thing about this town.
Badness.
Everything, it's either a Tesla or a fucking giant V8.
One of my favourite quotes of the
And
trip
nothing in between.
was somebody giving her stacks outside us getting breakfast, and you were like, in a Nissan, man.
I know. The loudest car in the street. Just and I was like, in a fucking Nissan of all.
Why would you want to draw attention to yourself, not
I know.
Beanton?
There's boys flying past in fucking G-Wagons with the doors off.
Yeah. What's that shit, them rims? The guy was already talking about.
Swingers or something he said?
Yeah.
What did he say? Swingers?
They are mental.
Spacers or something?
They literally look like...
Eh? Spacers?
You'd have to be a fucking spacer to buy it. They are the most ridiculous looking things I've ever seen in my life.
They do not. It's like some outlaw would get being like, that's the fucking last time anyone parks up beside my car and fucking Asda. And they got these spiky things like wacky races coming out the side.
It's literally wacky races or like Mario Kart or some shit like that. Like what is the purpose of that at all?
I don't know, but you couldn't get parked anywhere.
Nah.
You know? Someone would be like, where are you? And he was like, I'm running late, man. I gotta park the fucking spacers. But that doesn't even match the rest of the car, you know what I mean? It's like, you guys got a fucking like C-Class Mercedes and then like this cone coming out the fucking wheel.
It's like you're making a car, Need for Speed, and you just clicked randomize. Looks fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
West Coast Customs type job.
You're bound to fucking...
Hey man, we heard you looking like a fucking asshole, so we put 4 spaces in the car.
These are $3,000 each. You're bound to like, you know, you get in the car and you go, fuck, where's my phone? You go, oh, I left it in my coat in the boot, and you get out and you run around, just clip your ankle off it, like, fuck.
Aye.
Oh, mother bastard.
But it's like getting hit with a fucking axe.
Yeah.
Every time.
Just rip your fucking shins apart. Pretty gangster though. You're bound to hit them all the time. If that was in my car, I would be clatter.
Can you imagine rolling about and throwing one of them?
I'll be full of grass and fucking cow shit.
Cow shit. Just fucking spinning off it.
Spar bags and all. You'd have to clean it every time you stopped. Oh, fucking
Spar bags.
There's a dead rabbit in a fucking...
But a superhero baguette in there and everything.
There's a fucking McDonald's bag. You know, a fucking barista bar blue cup shoved in there, rattling about. Fuck that.
Fucking Auto Trader magazine sitting there.
And then it would just be shy weather. You'd have to clean them and all. They would just be stinking.
Not into it. It's one of them things that a million people could tell me how cool it is, and I still wouldn't accept it.
Do you have anything
like that where it's like it makes you feel like you're in the Truman Show because you're like, everyone thinks this is class and I know it's shit?
Well, we talked about this the other night. I'm on Nando's.
Oh, that's right. Yours is Nando's.
Nando's is trash.
Mine's boba tea. Not into it.
What?
Boba tea.
Boba tea?
Aye. I got shit with the top.
Oh, the lumpy shit?
Is that guy not Rocky?
Boba tea?
Sniper now. Watch that headboard.
I'm fucking chill out, man.
The fucking spacer in the back of the neck.
Boba tea. Boba tea. The one with the big fucking, the big lumps of jizz in it.
I swear to God, there's like everywhere in London, and I've seen a few in New York as well. It was just like lines going around for like 20, 30 minutes. For what?
Do you chew the balls?
Oh, you have to chew. What way are you reared?
I know, but sometimes you get the straw with a big fucking gauge on it. It's just like...
That's what it's like.
But you haven't much time for it. You know, the power it takes to suck it up through the fat straw.
Yeah.
It's at the back of your neck already. It's like...
Yeah. I know, I remember the first time I got one, I was like genuinely thirsty. And just
worst choice of all time.
Near fucking choking.
Jesus, I'm parched. Give me the frog spawn and milk.
2 sucks and I had balls in me. I was like, fucking gonna fucking die.
Who was it? Was it Joe Coy did the bit about like his dad asking for, like, I want the big bar in my mouth.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
Just fucking Kyle Tatley with a bunch of fucking wee frog spawns in it.
Jesus. So right. What is wrong with me?
I think it's
the sun and the day pints, isn't it?
it's a cocktail of how we've been treating our bodies the past couple of days.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like I got addicted to watching Intervention.
Right.
Did you ever watch that?
Never seen it. I even heard of it.
What?
Never heard of it.
Big American show. And people's family like sort of get together behind their back and like intervene whenever someone's like taking too many drugs or ruin their life with booze or eating too much. And that's how I feel this week.
I might have one going back to fucking home after
Yeah,
this.
just your ma waiting on the runway.
Aye.
Not again. Have you a bag full of fucking gushers?
Should be going through my pockets for receipts, I'll tell you that.
Did you do that before?
Oh, aye.
What did you say she the McDonald's?
It was the first time I came back from London, and we have a McDonald's right beside our house, and it's the only thing for like a right distance. So obviously after every night out, fucking landing there, buying a load
In
of
London?
shit. Yeah. And like when you're at McDonald's and you're steaming, it's like a fucking pick and mix. You know, you're just throwing everything in there, and it tastes like air anyway. So you just eat fucking everything.
Yeah, 20 deck on deck.
And I remember one time I was laying on the sofa, and she came into the living room, and she like pulled out the receipt that she'd found in my jeans pockets, and she rolled it out like she was fucking addressing the kingdom, and she was like, triple cheeseburger, 20 chicken nuggets, large fries, and a milkshake. And she was like shaking her head and scrumping up in her hand, and she walked out and she turned around, she looked right in the fucking window of my soul, and she goes, "You don't give a fuck about your health," and then walked out to make dinner for me.
And then ordered a fucking omelette from the Chinese.
No, she's hilarious.
You fancy a Chinese night? Aye. What are you having? Filled soda. 2 sausages.
But it's got like a fucking Asian type name. Like, what is this? Chicken foo young? Oh, it's literally an omelette.
What was that shit you said established yesterday? We're calling them out. Omanokiyaki.
What the fuck is that?
A fucking baseball player. But I was, you said that, and I was like, what did you say? He's like, omanomiyaki or something. I was like, what the fuck is that? Looked it up. No, it is. Potato bread. You're like, what?
The crafty Japanese bastards.
Omanomanaki. What is it? Pancake.
Spud.
Made out of spuds, lad.
Purdy dough.
And it's fucking covered in all sorts of other shit to just try and make it exciting.
Fucking hell.
There's
a lot of that shit though these days.
I'm sure that's a good way to like trick people in your like cafe.
Oh, why?
To make them think it's like real cutting edge.
Yeah.
Filled soda. No bother to you. You should blow some of that vape onto the camera for a bit of haze.
Oh, why?
We've had a good time. Didn't even go out last night.
No.
We used them there for a dander, like, but I was fucking well done.
We went for a few tacos.
A few tacos, bro.
The dog at the truck was like, "Sir, is only el pastor?" Or pork. And I was like, "Not a bar."
Couple of local prostitute. Couple of
spring break.
The level of like American girls are kind of just like they sit at about a 7 across the board.
Yeah.
You know. All you fucking munters at home. Get over here, have a wee look around, feel ashamed of yourself. Number 1.
Oh, I thought you meant like volume level. You mean like actual like?
No, volume's at 11 across the board. This one goes to 11 on all these women.
Oh my god.
I'm just talking about my private business at a fucking uncomfortable level, and basically I got a procedure and they did the scraping, and turns out everything was okay, but there was a lot of discharge for a week. And you're like, we're at a fucking diner here. You shut up.
You're putting me off my fucking boba tea, you man.
Putting me on my fucking chorizo taco.
Oh god. Oh, I am drunk. Oh wow.
Oh God save us.
Oh god.
I'm fucking stupid. Can't buy a pair of trainers in this town for loving their money.
It's been hilarious watching you.
It's frustrating, you know what I mean? I'm like a fucking just a wee dog with a boner trying to fucking do something.
Yeah.
Can't get at it everywhere I go in.
There's nothing more disheartening though than when you've something on your mind you want to get and you're calling other places.
Suck that. That's what I'm going to call this podcast. Suck that.
Oh fuck.
Oh, great times. How long have we chatted for in this half now?
30.
30. I reckon we'll do a 2-parter.
Let's do a 2-parter. I think we're gonna have to do a 2-parter.
We're gonna have to, yeah, because we're fucking running out of steam dramatically because we're all day pished.
Yeah.
And you should have done it earlier. You're like, let me get old lady drunk. You're like, what old ladies drink fucking hot sauce in a Mexican bar in fucking what was it? East fucking Austin or something? Some spot. No, same. Old man's doing tricks over here.
Oh shit. Man, you may get a TikTok for that shit thing. Fuck it up.
Niall's vape tricks.
well, lads.
Well, lads.
Can't put that in TikTok. Jesus.
Hey guys, here's a day in the life of a Northern Ireland vapor. Vapors, wake up. I just put myself a wee breakfast like I don't know. They're the worst when people do those now. Like,
yeah.
Here's a fucking, and they're so specific. I've seen people going, here's a day in the life of someone studying fucking geography at fucking Jordanstown.
Do you ever watch the morning routines though? Like the videos.
Oh my god, blow my brains out.
Yeah. I remember asking Tim one time, like, how do you stay so positive and fucking, optimistic? And I think he got to meal prep, and I was like, I think I'll just kill myself.
Meal prep. Hey, do you want to make sure the rest of your week's boring as shit?
Yeah.
Have the same thing every fucking meal.
Here's some Groundhog Day fucking Tupperware. Get it in you.
Just opening that cold stinking food every day.
Oh my god, the fucking pong of it as soon as you open it too.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like chicken, or like even worse is a ham sandwich just put on like a sandwich bag, and you open it up and just the reek of it.
Well, everybody
Hits
knows
your
that they fart in the packets of ham before they seal them shut. Someone in that fucking Galty factory is just like quickly. Then you open it at home and it just smells like a wet bag. Just smells like wet taint.
Speaking of wet bag, I'm fucking soaking sitting here. I'm soaking and drunk. I've got pneumonia and I'm pissed. I'm fucking. This place has knocked about 4 years off me. Like, I swear to God.
Ring that fucking club there and tell them we're not on tonight. I can't even. Can I Skype in? Who's this? Fucking text me. My wife? Get out of my fucking business.
Boys only.
Boys on tour. And by that I mean drinking beer in the daytime, sleeping. lads, cut the usher. I've sunburnt my neck a little bit. Don't worry, my wife packed SPF. Spastic pedophile.
Oh God. I hope he's staying faithful. Sunburnt neck, fucking no sheets on. You're not hungry, you're too roasted.
I know. I wonder what he's up to right now. I'm wearing a like souvenir shop at 12 at night. Should I get this Wu-Tang t-shirt? Here, look how cool these fucking coasters are, man. It's got a sugar skull on it. Fucking lethal.
They get rain with fridge magnets whenever you get home.
Oh yeah, souvenir city.
As I said last night, I can't wait to have a fridge to call my own. Just deck it out with magnets, eh? That's when I'll know I've got my fucking shit together.
What a fucking low bar you've set for yourself there. Let me tell you something. If you move in anywhere, it's gonna have a fridge in it.
No, but like my own fridge.
So we're here.
I want.
You'll fucking your eyes will be opened. You know, you go to buy a fridge one day and you'll be like, "Fuck, is this how much these cost?"
What are you chatting for a price for a fridge these days?
Depends what you want it to do.
Just storage.
If you want, you go in. You want one of those like just double things.
I wouldn't mind an ice cube maker. If we're getting specific.
Well, then you're gonna need an American style, so you're talking £1,000. £1,000 plus.
Do dare
for me. If you buy and live in it.
You could just go on Facebook, buy and sell. Somebody be shifting a fridge for half.
That's what you want. Someone's old fridge.
Yeah.
It's full of their
Stinking
old shit.
Of ham.
Stinking of ham farts.
Just Billy Bear ham. Shit.
Ugh. Grim as fuck.
Did you ever eat that as a win?
No.
Yeah.
No. I think even as back in them days, my parents were like, "That's highly unnatural."
Yeah. If it's 6 shades of pink, probably shouldn't be consumed by your child. What
they should do, just to emphasize how shit it is, rather than slice it, just sell the full cross section. Do you want a Billy Bear? And
full bear?
They slam it down like a Viennetta. You go, cut whatever fucking amount you want off that.
I was a dairy lunchable boy though, must say. Good gear.
Well, yeah. I remember there was Indian kids in our primary school and everyone used to look at them like, what shit are you eating for lunch? And thinking back now, it was amazing. They're eating naan breads and dips and fucking all sorts of shit. Amazing. But everyone was like, I'll just eat my fucking wet tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
These weirdos.
Right, eating actual food.
You and bloody internationals. You allowed to tell that story?
No, probably shouldn't.
Go ahead, just be like, no,
No.
we'll leave it out. Alright. Just in case your mag gets cancelled.
This is where we should got it. Jesus Christ, you trying to get her kicked off the fucking bingo squad? Jesus Christ.
We've had a meeting behind your back and we think that your language in the house is unacceptable. Well, we cut it off and we'll continue this tomorrow in a park.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're all going to just have a wee tactical vomit and then hit the town later on the night, boys.
Right, sure.
Up a hoods. See you
See you
shortly.
tomorrow.
Transition. And cut.
Get them phones covered, bro.
Eh?
Get them phones covered, man. Feels like it's gonna explode.
Yeah. You let me know now and I'll intro it back in.
In this hat. It'd be cool to watch me fucking sunburn in real time.
Oh yeah.
You know? Take a screen grab, folks. You know what I mean?
Get that fucking
Watch me get all heated.
crackling on the head.
Glazy, you know?
When they pour the hot oil on the pigskin. it goes-
Sweat beaming off me.
Did you put cream on?
Nah.
I forgot.
You silly ginger
That was
pricks.
that was the least of my worries this morning.
You were just making sure.
I was like, fuck, I'm absolutely dying, better put on sunscreen.
Yeah, you were just going through the receipts of the night,
Oh, why?
trying to be like, can I go out in public again? And we're live, we'll keep that in.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the second half of this slightly disjointed podcast. Today we're still in Austin.
We're still in Austin.
We are in some sort of Congress.
As if they couldn't tell.
Yeah, we're in
At City Hall.
We're in Botanic Gardens, Belfast. A drunk woman just tried to bottle someone
Yeah,
in a
why?
pair of gladiators. That was
Keep
one of
Austin weird.
that was one of my favourite clips of all time. The girl in Botanic.
What was that?
She had a fight in Botanic and on like a real sunny day and everyone was out. And she was wearing these like gladiator fucking sandals that like wrapped around her legs, you know, like up to her knee.
Oh, why?
And she was just going like, I'll fucking take on Annie, it's just fucking cunts.
Main character syndrome.
Marvellous.
Something else.
But we're here, we're in the park with just bad posture and a hangover.
Yeah.
Just trying to record the half of some night.
Some night, sir.
Where do we leave off? We'd been for some Mexican and we were going to do like a gig that night.
Yeah.
And it's the only thing I've had the whole trip where I had it and I felt really rough. You know? So I was in two minds whether to do that gig or not.
Aye.
And had a big sleep.
Aye. There's some ring sting on that, I'd say.
You see, it wasn't even spicy, but you know, it's just like, you know, you're in a hot environment and they give you some fucking onions that have been lying out for
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks.
Our waiter, Steve. Absolute gentleman.
Steve was there, you know, he'll
45, looked like 14.
there'll be a callback with Steve later on.
Oh, absolutely.
But so let's talk through the gig, Aaron. How'd that go for you?
I thought it was, well, that's the thing, is like we were talking about, where it's like, you know, it was billed as the filthy show, nasty show, whatever. And, you know, you kind of have a picture in your head of what that looks like. Really rowdy,
Yeah.
nice kind of drunk and chaotic audience. But it was just like, I think there was a lot of variables in play. The fact that it was like the week after South by Southwest, the show had taken a break for like 3 weeks, but the audience were kind of like just well-mannered. They were like Japanese pro wrestling fans.
Yeah, they were all just chilling, you know, and yeah, I thought there'd be a bit of rowdiness, but like, if they were there for the filthy show, I don't think they were in the mood for any filth.
Yeah.
Did a couple of jokes. Did you do anything
Couple of
dirty?
yarns.
Huh?
Oh, aye.
It was good. We did well.
Oh, aye. We did it do well. And
I was on early, but I felt like, you know, if I give them a bit more energy, I'd get it back, you know. So I fucking
the guy that
started dancing a bit for them.
the guy that booked us was very complimentary.
What'd he say?
He just said,
Nice
like,
shoes.
yeah,
What'd he say?
guy's got swagger, man.
Yeah.
No, he was just like, you know, he was like kind of Irish, kind of took it over the night kind of thing.
Is right, bro.
You know,
What's his name?
Adam Lucky. Shout out to Adam.
Shout out to Adam. His real name's Lucky.
Aye.
That's wild. How's it spelled?
Unfortunate bastard. Luckey.
Adam Lucky. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like being called Sammy Jammy.
Yeah.
Sammy Jammy bastard. I don't know if we're picking him up in the ambulance, but there's a dude in the background, is the loudest guy in Austin,
Oh, aye.
just screaming.
Should we invite him on for an impromptu?
Goddamn son of a bitch. Just shouting his head off.
I don't know if I was saying this in the first one, but I've never been in a city.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Jeez, unbelievable. No, fuck.
No.
I'm about to smack him.
Boys playing. Oh, why throwing the old pigskin?
I don't think that's what they call baseball, but
What's pigskin football, eh?
throwing the old fucking crackling.
Throw that armadillo deck there for a couple of rounds. And that's something we have to talk about. Did we talk about that? And
What?
how we just went to the Mexican restaurant before? We were slamming the Ar-modelos.
Oh yeah, we got the orbit. I mean, what a fucking terrible idea.
Fantastic.
Maybe that's what made me feel rough. You know, you're like, I wonder was it the food or was it
Yeah.
us drinking hot sauce? Who knows?
I fuck them treats tacos have me hanging.
Was
sir.
it the refried beans or were we gulping down Tabasco in a beer? Rough as fuck.
Which is a big step for me. Like I stray away from all kinds of spice. Like
Yeah.
so that was a lot for me. Like
And they put
but
it
I
right
enjoyed
in there. It fairly fucking wakes you up.
Oh, I'll
That's
put
what I'm-
manners in you.
You don't know
For
how.
sure.
You don't know what's going on with your body. Everything's working at once. You know, you're like, am I going to throw up and shite?
Yeah.
But I'm alert. I'm certainly alert.
I had my horrors taken away from me today after seeing what happened per Chris Rock last night.
Oh yeah.
Getting absolutely fucking
getting leathered by Will Smith.
sir, just an open palm straight to the fucking what a skate too, yeah.
Why do you just stand there and take it?
To be fair, pretty gangster just kinda stand there and then smiled off as well.
Yeah.
And like, there's no one in the audience back after that one, like.
You know, like I wonder what would happen if he just went full ghetto on him. Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know. Instead, he was just like, ah ha ha ha,
Yeah.
smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Ah ha ha. Now he's dead.
The conspiracy theorists would say, it was probably pre-planned.
I did see a funny tweet. Someone was like, turns out it was fake. The guy who threw the slap was a trained actor. What I'm worried about is, like people think, you be in Lavery's some night and you make a comment and they're like, that's offended me, and they get up and they think they can slap you.
Oh, aye.
I'm not Chris Rock. I'll hit you with a fucking table.
Nah, you see, that's what the Oscars was missing, was a good Lavery's bouncer.
Aye.
Fucked them out in their skull.
Your boy, I'll not mention his name, but there's one fella that just doesn't give a flying fuck about anything.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was on Lavery's. He's like, I don't even fucking know him. Who the fuck's Kevin Hart? And he was more concerned
That's so Belfast.
that we had stayed over drinking. He was like, Kevin Hart, I don't know who the fuck it is. I didn't give a fuck. Anyway, fuck off. It's 10-1.
It's so Belfast to be like the top fucking actor in the world, comedian, and just be like, I don't know who he is.
Aye. Don't matter fuck
He's
to
never
me.
given my fucking line of vision.
I don't give a fuck. Bernard Manning? That's a fucking comedian. Can you not book him? Can you not get him down? Tell a few fucking racist yarns.
Guy just exclusively watches him and Roy Chubby Brown.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Alright, you have a bit fucking wife and tits. What's the Chubby Brown? It's always really filthy. I'll fucking me mother-in-law in a stinking cunt.
A couple of N-words in there too.
A couple of P words. Couple of fucking mainly P word. Every joke is a P word. 2 P words walk into the pub. And my mother-in-law fucking shits it's just like so over the top. And then he's also just dressed like some sort of fucking, like Mr. Tumble at the same time.
Yeah.
Why has he got an outfit?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to move into that sort of realm.
I dare say
a fucking outfit.
you're the first man to ever quote a Roy Chubby Brown bit in this park. There's a podcast exclusive for
Fucking
you.
Breaking boundaries every day.
Man, rewriting the script, do you know what I mean?
That's it, man.
Don't take the one they
I'm
give
the
you.
icebreaker. I'm the big boat at the front.
What would you have
Smashing
done if you were Chris Rock last night, like, and you were doing a
If I was
fucking
Chris Rock last night? Don't know. Probably wouldn't have.
fuck some.
Probably wouldn't have got home in a weird Uber. By the way, I got in a fucking Uber last night by myself. I was pure 35-year-old dad mode. I was like, I've had enough. I'm away on home.
To be fair, by the time you left, like we all probably should have went home. Like,
Oh, for
we were
I knew
all
rightly,
lit.
you know what I mean? It's not my first fucking. But anyway, I got in the fucking taxi and I'm, like training day, like out the window, fucking spacing. And the dude just pulls up at this hotel and he's like, there I go, my friend. And I'm like, where's this? And he goes, this your destination? And I was like, no, it's not. And then he takes the phone up and he goes, yesterday, I don't know what the fuck I hit, but I just hit some fucking, thing. And he just took me to this weird hotel.
How far were you from?
I don't know where the fuck it was.
Did you just have to walk?
And then he
there?
goes, oh, it's difficult, to like rebook the same car, because he just dropped me off technically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just keep a meter running there and leave me back. And then he was like, complete. I ended up just PayPaling him money.
Fuck me.
I was like, listen, bro, just fucking drive me over. I'll throw you a couple of ding on the PayPal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bank of Elon. For fuck's sake. And sure enough, he did. But it's funny just hearing a guy with an accent being like, wait, what is it? Godzilla 84
Well, good luck if I had to throw in my email.
Oh my god.
McCann man RBD 35.
That AOL.net. How many times did I tell you to change your email?
Oh, eventually I caved in and I got a Gmail.
You can't be like
a function member society.
Making any waves in your career. And then turning around to like people and be like, yeah, forward the script on to me. McCann man, Rob Van Dam, fucking Jean-Claude Van... What the fuck was it?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I remember being behind it, dude, in our school, and you had to give your email address for something, and his was Anal Ant Farm. Like at fucking hotmail.co.uk or something.
That's absolutely... How old were you at that time?
17.
That's fucking genius.
Sort of leaving school time. Alien Ant Farm though, do you remember that band?
Oh, why? Doing covers of Michael Jackson.
Riffs, rigga-digga-digga. They all nearly died, you know.
Why? Sorry, how would be a better question?
Why? Because it's just life, man.
just progression. You know
I think
what I
our
mean?
tour bus crashed.
Oh fuck.
So that's why I put an end to that. Genius music. Anyway, we did our gig at the Creek in the Cave. Thanks for sorting that out, man. Bumping mics. Cheers, bro.
No worries, brother.
So what did they say? We're welcome back anytime and probably, can headline with our show whenever.
Correct.
That's cool. And but we talked to some of the comedians there. Our boy Hans
Kim, hilarious comedian.
What's his nationality? What's his heritage? Is he a Korean guy?
Yeah. South Korean.
South Korean. Let it be known.
Yeah. Represent.
I mean, he's obviously South Korean because the North Koreans aren't allowed out. They're north for good. They're never fucking getting out.
Mississippi.
That's Mississippi. Yeah, we met our boy Michael Turner, our new best friend.
Michael Turner has been the highlight of coming to the States for me this time. Like
Turner, what's his at? Turner Comedy.
Yeah, Turner Comedy. Give him a follow. Very, very funny guy.
He's just a wee like micro Danny McBride.
Yeah. Spit of him, like.
A spit of him.
You were saying like if
big
you
fan
could,
of The Wire.
If you could give him like career advice, it would just be to just wear like an all grey tracksuit. Just own that shit.
He's right in the middle there. He's wearing like a sweatsuit, but it looks kind of nice. It looks like he's bought it in a sports shop.
Yeah.
But he either needs to dress it better or take it away back.
I love how at the Creek in the Cave that night he was like, you boys know this kind of music. And
yeah.
It was just like random hip hop.
I love that.
And I was like, listen here, bitch.
It's so American. You guys have radio?
Yeah.
Where you're from?
So we're from Ireland, not from fucking space, you fucker.
I know. You guys have amplified audio, or what's the deal?
I hate it too when Americans like want to get like off their chest every question they have about Ireland, and I'm like, listen, I'm not the correct person to ask here, at all. You guys speak Gaelic?
That dude that was on the lineup was like, where'd you say you're from? I was like, Ireland. And he goes, is it Ireland? Do you say Ireland still? And I went, I think probably like an elderly person from, with a southern Irish accent has said that.
Yeah.
Ireland. And then he's trying to replicate it,
How did you find, you notice any differences in American audiences to back home, or, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro. Killing in multiple time zones.
Nice. A jet lag kill?
Not really, yeah. Not really. You know what I mean? If you talk about shit that's kind of universal.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why people thought that was bad at one point. Just universally funny.
Yeah.
Fucking right, bro.
Wait, what was that? People thought.
I've just heard people say, it's very like generalized humor.
As in everyone's
gonna get it. Yeah.
What a fucking weird thing to say.
Strange. I've heard it several times. But yeah, we got rightly on the fucking liquor. And you were holding back a wee bit that night because you had to go on later.
Yeah.
But me and Now were hammering the Jackie Splashies.
Oh, the dogs were out, I came back and fucking you two cunts had both your eyes going sideways. I was like, holy shit.
And they do this thing over here where they're like, they do the free pour. So it's just like a cup of Jack Daniels and then like a bit of Coke that someone's like swilled about their mouth.
Again, shout out to Turner for christening the term Jackie Splashies.
Yeah, it's just a cup of Jack Daniels and a small hose splash of fucking of Coke.
It's like a flick of the rest of fucking Coke.
It's just a wee quaff of Coke in the top.
Yeah.
But they fool you because it's a small enough cup, but you're like, fucking, sure, it's only small.
Yeah.
But it's like fucking 4 whiskies every time you drink one.
Daft juice every time, like.
But yeah, that's the new term, Jackie Splashies, and that'll apply across all beverages from now on. I'll have like a Maiwadi Splashy. There'll be the Jamie Ginge Splash.
Do you like a Maiwadi Splashy or do you throw a right bit of fucking juice in it?
Want to make a cordial? I like it just right, you know what I mean?
What's just right?
Well, there's a tipping point where it goes from you can't taste it to fucking
diabetes.
Take your eyes out. Like. So somewhere in the middle. I do like a cordial now.
You Robinsons, man?
I'll take anything. Any summer fruits going. We're a couple of summer fruits right now.
Aye, tomatoes.
Yeah. Thankfully, my Greek heritage will take care of my tan, like. But you're freckling up, man.
There's no Greek here, lad.
You got freckles in the last 10 minutes.
Not one but a gyro over here, lad. It's fucking full blown Tyrone, just sizzling up.
Got that fucking al pastor head going on.
Got that Cookstown sausage fucking glaze. My fucking ditties are leaking.
Oh yeah, you got the under tits.
Tits are actually soaking, like.
Niall, your face is red, man. Is that the booze or the sun? It's the fucking Jackie Splashies coming out.
George Best Magaluf over here.
George Best on his first liver. Before he got the fucking 2.0. I did have pains in my sort of liver region yesterday. In that fucking, what was it called, latchkey or something?
Aye.
Two heavy nights in a row.
Wearing the merch and everything.
I feel like it was about 3 weeks long, the last couple of days.
Oh, aye.
But we were fucking dragging our heels rightly yesterday. Went for a breakfast. Shout out to corned beef hash. My new favourite. What is it, ham or beef? Make up your fucking mind. But
where's that stereotype coming out, where Americans are like, it's St. Patty's, you gotta have some corned beef and cabbage. Who the fuck
it was just one dude said that.
Public himself, or?
Just fucking...
See, once I get these fucking snakes out of this shit, I'm get the corned beef and cabbage in the go.
I'm knackered from chasing these fucking snakes, but... Any corned beef? But they're such stereotypes over here.
Americans
the way they stereotype everything else, if you know what I mean.
Oh, aye.
What do you guys do? Just put a straw in a fucking potato? What?
Guy asked me the other day.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Guy asked me in the green room the other day on the Thursday night show. He's like, so have you kissed the Blarney Stone? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I pushed it one time, but...
Have you kissed the Blarney Stone, dude? You're like, it's COVID?
Aye.
Of course not. You fucking retard.
So
these things, like, it's a square mile, and within that is like, Giant's Causeway, kiss the Blarney Stone.
Folklore is the definition of spoof, like. Or it's like, I give that there, fucking I'll pack and,
Spoof lore, yeah.
It is.
It's fucking disgusting as well. If someone's like, do you want to kiss this stone that everyone kisses?
Yeah.
Certainly not.
Not in your life.
Last guy on the queue at an orgy.
Imagine queuing for an orgy.
Well, there's a certain amount of queuing, like. You wait your turn.
You've any around at all?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was actually just... I actually just left my flip-flops there. Just to remind people that I was up next.
This fucker cut the lane.
You see it on the movies, boys just thumbing up a boner before they hop in.
An orgy would be my definition of a nightmare. That would be where the fucking...
What if it was just like 20 black dudes fucking you?
Social anxiety would kick in max there.
What sort of orgy though?
Any at all.
Like if there was like 8 girls and you that would scare you?
Well, again, it's like that thing where we were talking about, like, I think it was with you one time, where you're like, you don't want to threesome. You want to like work for like a hotel.
Yeah.
Where it's like different woman each fucking room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to have to, entertain them all at one time.
Nah.
If you could just have them call around on the hour.
You know what I mean? Not much chat either when there's 8 women. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't find out anything about them.
They'd all be slobbering about each
What
other.
are you into, Liz?
Slobbering
they'd
about each
fall
other.
out, definitely.
There'd be a row, like, she's fucking...
She's hogging the balls.
The worry would be you get on really well with the fellas at an orgy. If it was, like, a bunch of dudes.
Oh, why?
Chatting away. Aye, fucking yourself. Aye, what did you go for?
You play golf, lad?
You got the new... Aye, that's the new van and all. Bit of space in the back, isn't it? And they're like, someone's like, well, someone's going to ride me over here?
Yeah, all you gotta do is make up a lie, though, and how you
They're like, shut up, woman. Trying to sell a lawnmower to this fella. Over here. What the fuck car is that? It's got a big... I gotta say, the car game in Austin is banging, like.
Yeah, everything's fucking
Everything is a V8. The scooters are V8. Just fucking everything.
Still can't get over them spacers.
Yeah, they
Just
got
the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
They got these big fucking rims where they like wacky races where they got the big fucking spokes coming away out the side of it, and that keeps any pussy away from your car. That just makes sure no one wants to speak to you ever again, you fucking loser.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
But we after our gig there, we experienced some pretty cool street culture. We stayed in that creek in the cave with 90 Jackie Splashies, and just got some food out of this. The food, by the way, the food that came out of that. Well, this is obviously the world capital of that shit.
Oh, why?
We just went this random food truck thing. Now, what was the fucking the hot dog like? Banging, absolutely banging. And
Denny dog?
Diddy dogs. Oh fuck, there were some Diddy dogs. It's incredible. Like, people back home should be fucking ashamed of themselves. Me included, men and women. You fuck. Like, I remember the first day we got here, we're in that diner getting the chicken and waffles, and there's just this dude just casually handing out the breakfast, and I was like, see if that guy was in Belfast, there would be like a fucking queue around the block to get on his cock.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, aye.
he was like fucking, just casually, I'm just casually in shape and 6'4",
A lot of subtle hunks out here.
with luscious hair, and then you're standing in line for Diddy dogs. Just there's two girls in front of us, and I was like, if you were on fucking steroids and doing goddamn, deadlifts and power cleans for 15 years, you wouldn't have an ass like that.
Yeah.
The two asses, I was like, well, Diddy dog in my pants right now. Shocking. And our boy Turner was, he was fucking in the corner.
I turned around, the guy was fucking Doogian, and I was like, right, that's our cue to go home, boys.
Yeah, on a table full of big mamas.
He's a wild man.
Them girls left the club early to get the Diddy dogs.
Yeah.
That's all they were thinking about. But it's cool here. It's warm as fuck, and that dirty sixth is just lined with dry bulk.
It's mental. Amount of fucking yak circles.
It doesn't wash away, you know what I mean? People pissing in the street. Just evaporates, bulk.
Oh, it's natural system. You know what I mean?
Brutal, man.
Keeps on turning. I'm fucking peeling.
You roasting?
Right now. Oh, Jesus, sir. I'm getting her tight. I'm putting on a brave face for you now, like. But
Where's it getting you?
just back of the neck, mainly. My legs are fucking glaring up. Niall's away for a yate.
I was away into the shade. Are you in the shade just? Do you walk away to fart? Two thumbs. Did you walk away to fart? Yeah. So yeah, you two ginger bastards.
Oh, aye.
Imagine you got heat stroke and had fucking 10-hour flight home. And British Airways handing out 2 thimbles of water every fucking 2 hours.
You looking forward to getting the plane food on the way back?
No, because the flight over, I might have mentioned it in the last podcast, was such a fucking
You said a
desperate
full
sprint
Yeah, anxiety.
that I didn't really get any sort of snacks or anything. But this time I'm hitting the plane. I'm hitting the plane with fucking gushers, bro.
Good lad.
It's Cliff Bars. Got a couple of fucking what do you call lifesavers or something?
Yes.
These squishy boys. Just filling up with sweets, and then I'll get a big fat sandwich at the airport.
And that's the go-to. Bring back home just a bunch of fucking sweets.
That's it. I got Maureen some Lucky Charms.
Nice. She'll appreciate
She'll
that.
be like, fucking don't
Spoiler
say
alert.
never get you anything, you bitch.
Here's a box of cereal.
It's funny because Yanks spend all their time going like, oh, all that fucking shite food from where you're from and all. You're like, the food's, I mean, you know, there's a couple of things you can't really get at home, but for the most part, you're like, I can't wait to get home.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that you never take for granted if you're out here is bread and milk.
And butter.
Because both are fucking stinking out here.
Like the dude, I got that corned beef hash thing, which was banging, like.
Yeah.
And then the scrambled eggs were kind of trash, and the toast was like literally just toast. I was like, where's the fucking butter and all? And she goes, do you want sourdough? I was like, that's not sourdough.
Yeah.
You fucking lunatics.
No,
But, yeah, it's, you do miss those sort of things. But it is good, the food is good. We didn't get any barbecue.
Nah. That's the funniest part, is that I've already had DMs people being like, how's the barbecue?
It's just, I'm not queuing up for 4 hours for anything.
Yeah, that's the most American shit I've ever heard of in my life, is like they'll get up and they'll queue at 8 o'clock in the morning for a place that opens at 12, and they'll bring their breakfast there and a couple of beers and wait for the place to open and then get their fucking food, like.
I just don't know, like, how good is it? Like, you know, even when it's good, how good is it?
Yeah.
Like, how good is it?
I don't think I've ever ate anything in my life where I'd queue 4 hours for it.
What's the nicest thing you've ever had? Like, can you whittle it down and be like, that was the tastiest shit I've ever had in my life?
Fuck, not even.
I have about 2 or 3 things that I ate where I was just like, this is fucking 10 out of 10 banging.
Yeah.
One of them was like in Vietnam. It was just like marinated fucking fish sauce, like pork with eggs and rice, and then you dumped all this shit over the top, and it was like fucking absolutely outrageous. But if I had to wait 15 minutes for it, I wouldn't be waiting.
I would say mine's is Stoned at the Cheesecake Factory, eating birthday cake cheesecake.
So the cheesecake was the flavour of another cake? That's the most fucking fat cunt American thing I've ever seen. This is the burger flavoured pizza. This is the birthday cake flavoured cheesecake. I did see
I'm gonna lay my front, bro.
I was on
like a girl in the early 2000s hip hop video.
I was on Uber Eats, and there was an ad for somewhere, and one of their meals was cheese soup.
Cheese soup, like.
It's American cheese soup, bro.
I guarantee you, though, fucking tasty as fuck.
It looked like, if I had to guess, it looked like they just made some sort of roux, and then just fuckload of like milk and cheese into it.
Yeah.
It's basically like what would be in mac and cheese before they put the mac in it. You know?
You're not a fan of mac and cheese, aren't you?
It's fucking pointless.
Nah, I think it's one of them things you just haven't had it good yet.
I have.
Have you?
I've had it loads of spots, yeah. It's just a nothing fucking meal. It's a bit like I don't like mash. Just things that are like, this is pointless.
You don't like mashed spots?
Not really. It's just fucking taking up space. You know? It's just fucking nothing. Tastes like nothing. So, we run down yesterday's antics. We went for that breakfast. Where else did we go? We went to Latchkey.
Yeah.
We were only planning on stopping in there, didn't we? Weren't we? But
we ended up getting rightly lit.
It got us.
Bucket of claws.
My bar bill was $290.
That's where they fuck you. See with the tabs out here. Do you want to open or close the tab? Nope. Just give me the round. I'll get the fuck out of here.
The drink is pricey, like everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a whole pile of pre-drinking if I lived out here.
Pre-game.
And again, not even good drinks. You know, there's no lovely pints in a nice pint glass. Like,
nah, I hate the pint glasses out here.
It's just a sloshy bollocks.
Yeah.
None of the beer has like a nice head on it.
Nah.
Trash.
Bunch of
plastic cups.
Bullshit IPAs.
White Claw. White Claw's been another standout hero this trip.
White Claw, honestly, if it wasn't for it, I'd have clocked out long ago on this trip. I'd have been done by like day 4. It's the ultimate like back in the game smacking your way in drink. You know.
Did we figure out what rapper said that?
Can't remember. It was just
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. On the Carter 5 said that.
Aye, but the what were they called? The Nether Hour we're playing. You know.
Great band.
It's
very
funny,
fun.
It's funny the people that you encounter like out here, like they're a sort of they're like all dusty hippies, aren't they?
The whole time they're just like, Hey man, anybody got any drugs? Throw them on up here. And you'd think it was like a kind of they're having a bit of crack. And then next thing you know, somebody pulls out a fucking big out thick backwoods.
Big fat blunt.
With reefer and just throws it up on stage and they're all smoking it.
And that dude, the dude that did that was, you're like, there's a tall, good looking guy.
Yeah.
Who just looks like he's been baking in the sun and fucking drinking.
Yeah.
And he's all wearing mismatched clown clothes. People are out on the piss in Crocs, like.
It was great. No, I loved that. That was probably the highlight of my trip.
Yeah, it was great.
It was just yesterday listening to a bit of music and
Your boy was smoking fags.
Oh, what? Some bine smoked. Back to Porge though. Thursday. Straight back in the cafe, handing out flat whites. No smoking. No drinking.
I mean, even this morning I was making posters for Lavery's, like,
back in the grind.
It never stops, man.
It never stops.
Back in it. Doing another Kevin Hart gig on Wednesday.
Player.
Opening for the big man. Then I go over to my own fucking club and close that there, like, you know what I mean?
Fucking right.
Doing all the jobs. Open and closing. I'm the caretaker.
I can't wait to move back home.
If I don't get a photo with Kev this week, you can go fuck himself.
I can't wait to move back home and then start planting seeds to move out here.
I know, because that was your what was it, quandary? Do you go to New York or do you come here? And the fact that you're here and fucking, you get a spot in like a decent comedy club straight away. Tony Hinchcliffe is chatting to you out the back of this pub. I'd come here.
It's hard to know. It is hard to know, because the whole thing with like, the reasoning behind moving to the States in the first place, specifically New York, is just more of a, I love the quest, bro. I love getting better at the old comedy. So my thing is like, I feel like, you can really tell a New York comic as soon as you see them on stage. Very, very fucking punchy, aggressive, the way comedy should be. And I feel like maybe one of the only ways to get to that level is being out there in that environment. But then the issue is that over here, we were talking to people that were telling us about Rogan's Comedy Club, the Mothership, spoiler alert.
Crazy.
And like, great name. And like, it feels like there's something brewing here. Do you know what I mean? You can really kind of feel it whenever you're out here.
Yeah. I think you've so many like opportunity, like ways in over here that you would nearly be crazy not to.
Yeah.
If you can blag a spot in like, is the Creek in the Cave like the second biggest club probably?
Currently the biggest. Like,
well, you can get a spot there just by emailing on a fucking trip and turn up and do well. I was standing in the back of the room and fucking about 12 people were like, great set, man. I don't know whether that was like an American thing or they're just like, maybe they were legit like, that was great.
Yeah.
Don't know. But you could, you would stick out here, you'd be like the fucking Irish guy, which might be a good thing.
Yeah, I think like that was my kind of reasoning behind moving to London, was just to kind of get better and be in a bigger circuit. But then at the same time, it's like, I think it's just made me sectarian.
Where, being in England? Yeah. Fucking English cunts.
I'm wee half a Jaffa, but after a couple of weeks there, you're looking to get a Fuck the Queen chess piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen to the Wolf Tones and the playing over.
Playing the Tim Whistle in the fucking tube.
But it's just like, I think even like that's the biggest circuit apparently in Europe. Do you know what I mean?
Where?
And then London, in terms of like, but even that, it just feels like 10 years behind.
It might be Belfast now.
What's going on out here?
Fucking 30 gigs.
Yeah.
30 gigs, 20 comedians. That should be the name of the documentary now when you film it. 10 clubs, 8 comedians. Being shared out like fucking... This motherfucker's done about 15 laps here. This is like a Truman Show.
Black Rock.
I've sweated through this sock. I thought I'd spilled something on it. It's actually just sweat. So I believe after the gig last night, you had a couple more drinks.
I did indeed.
Aye,
I did indeed. And by a couple of more, if you mean 17.
There was part of me going like, am I being a boring bastard? And then I seen the footage and I was like, I don't think I missed much.
Yeah.
I don't think you missed much.
Nah. I missed the whole thing. Fuck's sake.
God damn.
Them free pours. I didn't kick in the odd time.
I wish I'd have been out for the deaf Uber driver though.
Oh, why?
That sounded like good crack.
Yeah, just that. What was the song playing?
Best of.
Yeah. Just the doll. You walked in like, and my tinnitus was fucking blaring, because she had Bob Marley, full volume, full tilt, windows down. Me with my head hanging out the window.
Did she feel the bass or something?
I think that's what she's going for.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder, do you get really into like fucking drum and bass or jungle or something when you're deaf?
What a funny stereotype that would be. Them deaf cunts love a bit of jungle.
The colour of your fucking neck.
Ah, bro.
It's like a flump.
Got that little Tyrone tan, but
Oh, fucking hell.
just the fucking
You're refreshing.
pale white.
One of them fucking squashies that you get in it.
Oh my god. It's funny too, like, you'd think if you came out to a country that's hot for a while, like, you'd adapt to it, but in LA, I was just burning every day. Burning every day, bro.
Burn it every day. Yeah, that doesn't fit. You're not like, living in sub-Saharan Africa. You're a fucking white guy from
Yeah,
the whitest place on earth.
yeah,
OG white.
yeah.
Jordan 1 triple whites.
I'd wear like a polo shirt and shorts to that swan boat job. I come every day and take my clothes off, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Well, I can still white's the piece. And that's it.
Full white bell end. Why didn't you just buy sun cream?
I did. There isn't enough factors for this fucking neck.
Just wondering if you have any more factors.
Factor 50 is no good. Factor 50 on me is like fucking...
What about a hijab? No?
Who's that?
Be so funny. You had a fucking burqa.
Oh, why?
It's still too big on the head.
Big duvet cover.
We gap for the eyes, but have to go one at a time. What a day! This flight's gonna be a nightmare. What else? Any other highlights before we go?
Another crack?
Any other crack? There's a fucking squirrel.
No, it's genuinely been a life-changing trip.
Think
I
so?
would say. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. It's between the Kevin Hart thing at Lavery's and then doing that and then coming over here and coming straight off the plane and going to see like Joe Rogan. You're sort of like the old comedy world is not as vast as you think.
Yeah. It's all there.
You can just nip in somewhere and speak the right people and you're like, oh, in the mix. Well,
It's
you
all-
can speak the right people.
It's all there, bro.
Me and I'll just drink fucking Bud Lights in the flat till we're ready. Come on down, the Rogan tickets are available. Stroll on down.
I'm glad I got that for the first night.
Rogan was on fire, man.
Yeah, that new hire is gonna be fucking amazing. Because it's the go-to slag. It's like, people are like, I don't really rate him as a comedian. But this
Again,
new
it's like,
hire-
when have you seen him as a comedian?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, watch him on Netflix for 10 minutes.
It's so funny when he's like, not to like repeat any bits, but he was just basically like, people talking about him getting cancelled for vaccine misinformation.
Yeah.
And he's like, who the fuck is getting information of the guy that hosted Fear Factor?
Yeah. Well, that's it. There's some great bits in it.
Yeah. Some absolutely great bits.
The comedians around here aren't shy of fucking just anything, really.
Oh, they love him.
There'd be a bit of stigma, at home if you dropped like the F-bomb
Yeah.
in your set. But these motherfuckers are dropping it every 2 seconds.
Left, right, and center. No,
Crazy.
it's a very interesting. It's it's in its fucking, as you say, infancy, where it's like, this is only the start of it out here. I feel like.
Get out.
Get out the fuck.
Get out
brother.
the fuck. Well, we'll wrap it up before we all fucking die of heat stroke.
Yeah, let's do it, because I'm getting her tight in the bag here at the minute too.
Tighten the bag. Look at that ass, man.
I know.
Like 2
I
watermelons.
look like someone on a fucking Soulja Boy music video.
You do well in prison.
I wouldn't.
Bring that booty around here, boy.
Get that rump steak over here, boy.
Show me what that ass do.
Jiggles. Chips.
It chafes.
What that ass do, boy? Chafes.
Bleeds. What that ass do? Gets rashy. Had to put talc on it. Where were we talking about talc? Were you talking about talc? On the plane, yeah.
Talking about talc?
Need some talc because we ran for the plane and fucking you just gotta sit there for 10 hours with a fucking steamy bag. It's hot like.
Oh, it is. It is. There's nothing worse than getting off a plane and you're like, I need to shower right now.
Oh, it's gross.
You know?
It's absolutely gross like.
Especially like what your boys' flight was how many hours?
It's 10.5 on the way over and it's 9.5 on the way back. Which will make a big difference because usually those long flights you can put about 6 hours away.
Yeah.
You know, napping and fucking about and eating and pretend to watch a thing. And then like the last fucking couple of hours usually you're just like, get me on the floor.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Get it on the fucking ground. Before I fucking lose my shit round here.
Well, sir, I must say it's been a great trip.
It has. We'll wrap it up for this podcast. Cheers for sorting us out with all the tickets and opportunities. Move here. I'd come back.
Let us know in the comments, guys.
Yeah, if you think Aaron should move to Austin or New York, let us know, guys.
Let us know.
Right, we're out of here. Take it easy. Look at that. Look at that. Do the handshake and now I can zoom in on it. Like fucking... That's it. See you later.
Good luck.